Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Dychronic, your host here on this Destiny 2 video. And today we're going to be talking about the Destiny 2 weekly reset for February 25th, 2020. Everything that has reset, including the infamy bonus going on, all the special events, Nightfalls, Crucible, all that whatnot, we're going to be talking about in this video. So the very first thing I wanted to mention is that the Empyrean Foundation is currently at a 6 out of 7. I am fairly certain, at a 98% certainty, that we are going to finish this week. Last time I checked, we were like 7.5 billion out of the 10 billion that we needed, and I also realized that I completely forgot to use all of my fractaline last week. So I'm gonna have a lot of fractaline dropping from this thing, and you know what? Let's go ahead and start with that. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be the same 14,000 we had last week. So let's just get this over with. My inventory is just gonna flood with this stuff. I don't know. That's two really weird numbers. That doesn't help me. It's almost 14,000. Yeah, 13,800. Yeah, so that's how much I'm getting. I have nearly 30,000 fractaline. How long is this gonna take to donate? Oh, that's gonna take a long time to donate it all. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into the regular weekly reset. First of all, there is gonna be an infamy boost this week. So if you wanted to get your infamy up, it should be 2 times during the week and 3 times during the weekend. So if you need infamy resets for whatever reason, this is probably the last opportunity this season to do that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to the regular weekly reset, starting up with the Nightfalls. The Nightfall ordeal this week will be the Pyramidium. That's gonna be the big hobgoblin sniper at the end. He drops the Silicon Aroma Sniper, which I believe is a rapid fire frame. I would say this is kind of an averaging amount of points, maybe on the lower side of average for sure. For the regular Nightfalls, first off, we have Garden World, the big purple Cyclops at the end, dropping the Universal Wave Function exotic ship. After that, we have Exodus Crash. It's going to be that fallen blade dude that goes invisible all the time. He drops the Impact Velocity Exotic Sparrow. And finally, the Corrupted. That's going to be the Tech Witch at the very end, where you're going to be in the Darkness Dimension, and she drops the Horror's Lease 540 Pulse Rifle. For the Heroic Modifier, this week it will be Solar Singe. The weekly rotating Crucible playlist this week will be Mayhem, which is all about crazy amounts of supers and grenades. So if you need anything relating to supers and grenades, or perhaps ability or certain damage kills, this is definitely the place to do it. And the other one will be Countdown. It's kind of a 4v4 team elimination based mode, kind of like Search and Destroy. For the Infamy playlist this week, again, it will be increased Infamy. So if you wanted to get Infamy for any reason, these activities will all give you double to triple Infamy for their respective activity completions. And for Reckoning this week, it will be the Likeness of Oryx. So if you wanted to get any of the weapons from Oryx, like Spare Rations, it will be available this week, and the modifier will be Void Singe. For the Flashpoint this week, it will be taking place on the EDZ. So completing those public events, Lost Sectors, and Heroic Adventures to get this done very quickly. And the EDZ is always an easy one because there's just tons and tons of these public events. As for Escalation Protocol this week, it will be all 3, and that's because last week was all 3, and next week will be the infamous shotgun. If you don't have the Ikelos shotgun, you should definitely get it next week, because it is going to be definitely the top 5 weapons for PvE. And obviously it's not been used a lot lately because of Izanagi's, but it's still a fantastic weapon, definitely one of the best shotguns in the game. Moving on to the Menagerie this week. Menagerie. Don't know why I said it like that. But moving on to the Menagerie this week, we have Pagori, beloved by Callus, the big Hydra at the very end, in case that's the one you wanted. And for the current normal mode, we have Solar Singe for the weekly, with the daily being Grounded and Brawler. And for the heroic version, we have things like Extinguish, Match Game, Attrition, and Arc Singe. So if you wanted to complete any of that, this week, that's what it is. The Menagerie. I don't know why I've said it like that. That's not even how you say it in French. In French, it would be Menagerie. The Menagerie. Indubitably. Yes, quite. Moving on to the Moon Nightmare Hunts this week. First of all, we have Skolas, then we have Omnigul, and then finally we have the Fanatic. If you wanted to complete any one of those, it is available this week. Moving on to the Garden of Salvation Challenge this week, we have Leftovers. And I believe this is during the first encounter of the raid. It says it's the Consecrated Mind encounter, but I can never remember the names of the encounters. But it says you have to do the encounter without killing any of the Cyclops that spawn in the Harpy boss's presence, and Cyclops that spawn in the other areas and during the final sprint can be killed. Personally, this is really not a hard challenge if it's the one I'm thinking of, so should not be a problem. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a Cyclops blast. That's what I'm saying. Moving on to Eververse's inventory, showing off everything that she does have available for Bright Dust. First of all, we have the Byzantium Lotus, which actually looks quite interesting on a lot of the armor pieces. I can't find one that I really wanted on, but it's definitely a unique one for sure. You have the Vex Gate Arrival Transmat, that effect in case you want it. You had the Prod exotic ship, which is one I have been looking for quite a while, because look at this black and gold business. This is one that it's like, I gotta have it in my collection. I'm running out of bright dust and it pisses me off. You also have the Guardian Buy emote, in case that's something that you wanted, which is... it's not what I expected, to be honest with you, and I want it so much more now. Moving on to the other section, we have the Cowbell multiplayer emote, which is a 3-player emote, the only 3-player emote in the game that I do know about, something I have been looking forward to, but at 4,000 bright dust, I don't know if I can sell that. You have the vehicle sparrow for the Omulon. You have the Ghost Shell for the Omulon, in case you wanted that as well. The ornament for the Lord of Wolves, which I do want to put in my thumbnail, because this thing looks dope as hell. You have the chest piece for whatever class you're currently using for the ornament. So I'm currently on my Warlock, so I see Warlock. The Ghost Projection, Red Legion Projection, and of course some other stuff in the bottom here, a couple of transmit effects and shaders in case you wanted them. Alright, come on, headpiece or energy weapon! Okay, never mind. Cut that, cut it. Oh, I've fallen off the edge for sure. Wait, I want to know. Oh! Oh, let's go! So now what do I do? The solution is to fall off the edge. After all that, the solution was just to fall off the edge. Oh, come on! Moving on to Hawthorne's inventory, I'm going to show off her weekly raid challenges. First off, for the Last Wish raid, we have Witch, which is going to be the second encounter of the Last Wish raid during the Shiro-Chi encounter. Probably one of the harder challenges because it's so inconsistent. Basically, don't get hit by her regular ball attack. You can be pushed, you can be launched, but don't get hit by her regular ball attack. And this is difficult because it has a weird large amount of AoE to it. So even if you're hiding behind cover, sometimes it still hits you. For the Scourge of the Past raid, in the final encounter during the boss encounter, we have To Each Their Own. In this particular encounter, the boss is going to have 6 different glowing white parts on him as soon as he spawns, and every phase that you do damage, basically every single person has to destroy one of those in each one of those phases. For the Crown of Sorrows raid, we have With Both Hands. This is again at the final boss encounter of the Crown of Sorrows raid, and in this encounter, the boss, when you're actually doing damage to him, will raise his hands up. In this encounter, you could only shoot down one of those hands once during each of the boss phases. So you have your 3 different pairs of people, just designate which pair is going to be shooting it down at one time, and just cycle through those pairs, making sure you only shoot one hand during that particular damage phase. And that's going to be pretty much it. That's going to be the end of the weekly reset. Let me know in the comments down below any questions, concerns, or perhaps if you liked hedgehogs, because of the little crown I have on right now. If you like hedgehogs, let me know in the comments down below. But that's it. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name's the Dychronic, and I will see you guys on the next one. Oh, and also, stay tuned. I'm gonna have a new video coming out real soon. It's gonna be different, but hopefully you guys enjoy the math and the funnies. So yeah, bye.